mistakes. Learn from them and you'll have what it takes. In the world of reselling, we're your guide. With flipping ain't easy by your side.
Twas the night before Christmas. Not a cellar was stirring, not even Pitco. And I'm not a good poet, so I won't go any further. But Merry Christmas, everyone. Hopefully you guys are doing fine. Really weird sales weekend, like a under $50 day on Friday, $550 day on Saturday, and zero yesterday. Absolutely nothing on the main account. Today, like $200 and something. So it's like, it makes me wonder if eBay, and this is kind of when it should happen, so I'm not complaining, but it makes me wonder if eBay is doing things like behind the scenes. It's like, okay, like when you planned road work, you shouldn't be doing it at noon or like during rush hour. You should be doing it like at 2 a.m, right? So I'm wondering if eBay is looking at the fact that historically, this is the week before Christmas or the weekend before Christmas, and anybody who's been buying for Christmas has already bought, and now it's a good time to actually get the work done on the site. So I don't know. I want to know what you guys think. And aside from that, we're just hanging out. We have our family coming. My son's coming down this afternoon with his family, and then my daughter's coming down on Wednesday. So we have been busy. It's fine to me. I mean, we didn't have the greatest sales, but we had so much going on between just getting the house ready to baking, to all kinds of just craziness. And I gotta say, someone did something. I don't want to put their name out there, but we got a box today in the mail. So it says not to open till Christmas, so we won't. But I would only hope when we open this thing that we know who sent it to us so we can properly thank them. So
it's under the tree.
And a shout out to our one of our favorite Tampa Bay residents. Just know we shout out to you, and you're awesome.
So stupid.
So also I want to be playing here a song that I didn't make, but it was put together by Keith Pitco. And I will be doing that at some point here a little later once I get... Honestly, up to the time we launched the live, and we had a little frustration going on because on Friday, we weren't able to play any of the intro or the outros, and it was doing that again. So I'm like, what the hell is going on here? And literally got it working right before we started. So... hopefully we can avoid all the technical stuff as well. So not really sure how long we're going to go today. It really depends on you guys. But I know my son and his family are going to be rolling up here in about an hour and a half-ish. So maybe that's kind of when we draw the end. And also we're going to be giving away a Tree Cat hat and shirt. So make sure you hang around and stick with us for that. But in the meantime, we got Thomas S. says, I was supposed to work a double shift today. They told me to stay home. UPS finally cutting me a break. Or did they fire you? Because that's what they'll tell you when they're giving you your pink slip. You might want to stay home today.
No.
I know. You're too good of a guy. I don't think that's happening. But I've seen crazier things. In it to flip it says, Happy Monday. Posh and Etsy are still kicking some eBay butt. It's good that they're kicking something. I mean, really.
Certainly not ours.
eBay is not doing great right now, sales-wise, for us on either account. That's fine. I'm still doing the work, so getting closer to 300. Brought it up from around 250 to high 280s, so we're still plugging along. And then when the sales come back, guess what? I'm going to have more in my store to move. So I apologize. Both of us might have a little bit of resting bitch face, for the lack of a better term. We've just been kind of burning at all ends of the candle, and more than just two. We've been just dealing with all kinds of stuff. And for whatever reason, my finger And it happened when I was doing some gift wrapping last night, and I don't know what caused it, but my finger is like throbbing, and I don't know why. I couldn't sleep last night, and it's still doing the same crap. I don't know what's happening. So just pushing through, guys. Doing the best that we can. So let's see. Here's Thomas S. that says keep listing people just around your distractions. The first couple months of Q1 are just as busy as Q4. Yeah. Usually though, the first week is kind of and then it kicks in for what we sell. But here's something cool. I bought from our local liquidation place. It was a box that was labeled as Peloton miscellaneous parts, and I'm like, And I took a closer look at the box. It says Peloton home kit. So I'm like, I'm gonna take a chance on this. I've taken chance on things like that before. So let's see what we got here. So I bid on it, got it for $3. $3 and change. They charge you the fee on top of that. Crack it open. It's the 22-inch or whatever size screen. It's the screen for the Peloton in there. Did not have the power adapter, but we have the kit that Mike Camparelli sent us a few years ago where you plug in, try the different adapters. Well, this thing fired up. Not only did it fire up, we updated it, got it all factory reset and everything. So dropped that for $149. I haven't sold it yet. We listed it today, $149 plus shipping. And easily, you got the pedals. You have, it's not the whole kit for the Peloton, but it had, I would say, about half the parts. Easily $400 worth of parts that you can just part out. So don't sleep on when you come across even incomplete sets of things, whether it's at a yard sale, someone's blowing it out. Look, I don't have all of it. I can't put it together. Chances are, if it's a popular item, now if it's a third-party brand, something that no one's heard of, then probably not. But if it's a known name brand, pick it up, guys, because I'm telling you, the parts have good value there. And the wheels, the comps on the front wheels, these front wheels had the factory plastic on it. Not the wheels for the bike, the exercise bike, but the wheels where you move the whole unit, the front wheels, very small wheels, $49. You have the rubber feet that go underneath the bike that are selling good money. So it's just the seat itself. So all these things, it's just crazy. I was really surprised. I've been working on that kind of today, getting those things up. I got Keith's with us. Says, hey, all. Merry Christmas to all you fine people.
Merry Christmas, Keith.
Yes, Merry Christmas. And Mike Metco says, hi, John and Jenna. Thank you so much for the Christmas gift. It is delicious. Can't stop eating it. Very thoughtful, my dear friends. I got to tell you, that's the reason why I sent it to you, Mike, because that stuff is... It's
like Christmas crack.
It's the Panda popcorn, and it's a big, 20-something ounce bag that is not your daddy's and mommy's Cracker Jack or, what is it, the caramel corn. This has the caramel on it, right? But it also has... drizzle of white chocolate and dark chocolate all throughout the bag, and it's just
John's eaten 3 bags.
Wonderful. And I still got this wonderful physique to show you guys. So hey, so I got to keep up, right? At my age, I got to keep going. So, and I got another bag that's waiting for me.
No, it's hidden.
It's hidden because I saw, okay, this is good till April. Well, it's not going to be here in April. No. It's going to be gone well before then. But the place that I went to, they had a whole bunch of these bags, and I don't think that they have them anymore. This is such a great deal. But anyway, Mike says, hello, FA family. Wishing all the best this holiday season. Hope sales are doing well for everyone. I had a great Q4 overall this year. That's good to hear. We were up. I haven't checked. Now, of course, I was fighting with my audio, but we will do a final... update on our what we made for the year on our Monday show. That's going to be the last show of the year, sort of our let's kick butt and take names in 2026, maybe looking back to what things that we did, looking at the failures and looking at some of the successes, not just me, you guys too, and let's talk about that and what plans that we're going to do. And I'm not talking about making a New Year's resolution. I'm talking about really, and this is your homework for that show, figuring out what things went well, what things didn't, and what is your goals for, and setting realistic goals for 2026. So let's not, talk about that right now, but for those of you who are here every episode and plan on being with us on Monday, let's think about it and talk about it on Monday's show.
Can you please turn the fan on?
Sure, I can turn the fan on if I could find the...
It's right there.
Oh, okay. Sorry about this disruption.
I'm sorry. I'm just like he said, we've been running around, and literally I've been running around. So
I made some Buckeyes. Anybody knows what those are? It's the... Yes. Made Buckeyes, and what? You said we, and I said made Buckeyes. And yeah, they're
amazing.
Yeah, that's just not right. I can't. I've been very good. Of course, the chef has to sample one, right? So we put him aside. My son's coming tonight and with his family, and I don't want them to be gone. And my daughter shows up going, "What the hell?" It's bad enough that tomorrow we kind of planned out our meals. So all those tamales we made, we had froze about half of them, more than half of them, and way more than half of them. And we're going to have like tamales and all the fixins and stuff tomorrow. My daughter's coming on Wednesday, and she's going to already be what the hell about that. So
yeah, she gets very envious of the food that we eat.
My kids, I'll just tell you this. My kids like fight with each other about who's the favorite and this, that, other thing. But it's like none of them are really acting like they're trying to be the favorite, if you know what I mean, right? So it's not like they call me every day. No. It's not like they're, like, oh, I'm going to get a great...
So Kelly's the oldest, okay? And she's 31 years old, and she thinks that she is the favorite. She will always be the favorite. And she gets very envious of anyone who is here enjoying anything with us, and because she wants to be a part of it. So
she get mad when I go to California to visit friends and don't go all the way like another 60 miles into LA to deal with that, to go say hi.
Yeah.
So here we go. Maybe they're watching. But so
I tasked her this morning. I talked to her already this morning. And so I told her to just focus on cleaning her house before she leaves.
So as Thomas says, what are everyone's goals for 2026? That's what I want you guys to think about this week. Now, I don't want you to be obsessed with eBay. And I mean, it might be tempting to like just keep grinding, right? But if you have an opportunity to enjoy time with friends and family, you just never know how many times you have. So, but here's Enter to Flip. It says, speaking to Thomas, pardon my bluntness, but my goal is to kick my precious net profits arse. My previous, but it's also precious, previous net profits arse. I'm launching my third business in January.
Ooh.
Wow. It's my fourth income stream, if you can count a very part-time job I held on to.
Nice.
So yeah, and you get these income streams to then eliminate any need to work for someone else. I think that would be sort of the key. Let's see. Thomas says he wants to revamp his second niche eBay account and get that business up to 50,000 for 2026 between 3 selling platforms. Going to give it one more shot and see if I need to end the niche chat. Well, you know what? I think niching is the way to go.
I wish we could niche.
Yeah, if I knew someone that said, hey, I've got this like constantly coming in. If someone locally hit me up and said, I've got this stuff constantly coming in. If I was able to verify that it has good sell through, doesn't even have to be high ASP, even though that's preferable. I would. Sure. I mean, if you're telling me that you're getting this in every month, every week, every whatever, and I could keep buying from you, certainly. But those opportunities really are not easy to come by, and you're better finding those. You're more likely to find those if you're out at like flea markets dealing with vendors and that type of thing. But we're rarely in those places. Into Flippin says, John, can you make a minute and just take a minute and discuss why it might make sense to open a second store? I've only had one since 1999, and I'm wondering why people start second and third stores. So we had the one, okay, we've had a couple stores. We've had the second store for the longest time since we were at the other place, but it was more like, yeah, okay, clothing and shoes. Okay, Jenna, I'll let you put those up and you deal with that. She was up in her office working. I was downstairs when we lived in our other place. And that's kind of the grind. And we really didn't have a rhyme or reason for it other than, like I didn't want to put clothing and shoes on the main account. So everything pretty much, whether it was a $10 item or a $100 item was on the main account. And she stopped listing on that account. We weren't getting as many items to put on there. So we just kind of stopped with it. And we're then just listing on the main. And we moved here, and like the first 6 months, man, it was horrible. And I said to myself, I'm looking at my stats, I'm looking at my ASP, and I'm like, man, we're like around 30 something dollars. I said, we have a lot of these $10 to $15 items that's holding that back. What if, and this is just the shot in the dark, guys, what if we split up the two stores, put the parts and all the everything else in the second store that we were always having as a second store, and try to maintain a higher ASP? And we also changed our sourcing a little bit from buying full pallets to then buying individual liquidations. So we kind of did two things at once. And it was when we noticed, like at the beginning of January, we weren't getting anything. It was dead that year. And I'm like, okay, I'll try anything at this point. And the end of January, we tried it. We went full bore. We moved, I think we used Ink Frog at the time, but we moved all of our stuff that was under like $20 plus shipping over to the second account and added the new inventory. And wow, we haven't looked back. And that's kind of, it's just being willing to try new things. It doesn't have to be that, but trying new things, maybe sourcing new things. If you're not promoting and you're not getting the results you want, try promoting, even if it's at like a small percentage. Try markdown sales, try coupons. Try things, guys. Don't get stuck in the same patterns that you've been in. If I didn't make that change 3 years ago, it's going on 3 years now. If I didn't make that change, who knows where we'd be right now? But I could tell you right now, we wouldn't be able to show you $100,000 years, $150,000 on the main, and like 30 something thousand dollars on the second. I think that's where we'll go over the numbers next week. But and maybe this is the right time of year for people. Everyone's going to have a different answer. Figure out what it is that you need to do with your business. And if there's something that you've been afraid of doing, get uncomfortable and try it. Give it a solid month or two of, I'm going to do this and I don't want to do this, but let's see what happens. And then, make sure you're making good decisions with the other aspects of your business, and maybe it'll make a difference. Derek W. Pat is with us. Hello, all you awesome, beautiful people. Nice to see you.
Hi, Derek.
Thomas tried to open a store, third store 2 years ago, and then shut it down in 48 hours. Not worth trying again. The key is this, okay? The real key is being able to monitor both stores with your mobile devices, okay? Because it's so easy to get locked into the main store. And then the second store, you kind of look at maybe once a day, but you're missing out on important messages, important offers, various things that you really need to be in tune with. So she's logged into the second account. I'm logged into the main account. And, if there's a message that comes through, she'll like, hey, this guy's asking about this thing, and at least let me know so I can take care of it. Spam and Primo, aloha, heads up. Some post offices close early on Christmas Eve. Be sure to check with your local post office.
Yeah,
yes.
we have double, triple, and quadruple checked that our mailman will be picking up on Wednesday.
We'll be picking up on Wednesday, and I'm making sure his schedule, because I guess I could have done it already. I'm going to give him his little $100 thank you thing on Wednesday. and making sure he's here. He said he wasn't going to be here today and tomorrow. Guess who comes knocking on my door this morning with packages? Him.
He said, "Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Here's your gift."
We got one return, but
well,
we got
we got the gift from whoever that person is.
whoever that person is.
Mm.
I don't even know if this person is in the live. They might be part of the rewatch
I
crew.
have a small idea of who it could be based on their location. So I won't say it out loud, but
we can't do that.
We'll figure it out.
Anna DeFlippin says I've certainly heard the reasons why, but I just haven't done it. Now, if I was starting up something different, kind of like what Bearded Picker is doing with the CDs and AI, might see the benefit. Trust me, the idea of doing something like that has crossed my mind, but I'm not in the same place I was in 2022. Like it was we were driving Uber Eats, guys. We didn't want to do it. I didn't want to go out and drive in the work in the day with the eBay and then go and drive Uber Eats in the evening. She was going around for lunchtime and the afternoon while I was doing the eBay, and it was making ends meet, but it's not the way we wanted to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And we haven't had to do that because we found a way to do it, but you have to be willing to make a change. And that would have been one of the things that I would have considered doing if there was an easy way to list big bulk, right? Because I didn't want to get into high volume stuff. And, even a couple years ago, I can remember going to yard sales, having conversations with Archie saying like media, yeah, it's kind of dying off. It's not as popular as it once was. And so that, in my mind, hearing other people talk about it, I kind of just backed off of media for the very most part, other than like video games and stuff like that. I see a pile of DVDs and CDs and stuff, and I walk the other way. I can say that if I had more hours in the day, I probably would be adding a third store to do that. But I'm not going to sacrifice what works on the main store, take time away from that to do something that may work okay when I know what I've got right now works well. So that's why you got to figure out what works well for you and double and triple down on that, and don't allow what other people are doing. Don't compare yourself to other people and say, oh, well, they're doing this, I could do that too, and to allow that to distract you from what you're already doing well. Thomas says, I have just CDs and vinyl in one store, narrowed down to just one genre. I want a third just to sell one item. I have over 5,000 model trains in storage. I want to just have a train store.
That would be so cool.
That's cool. Coming from somebody who used to work, we used to work with trains.
That would be so awesome.
So what got you into trains? Just curiosity, out of curiosity, because I could tell you a lot of people
5,000 of them. Oh my god!
A lot of people work with the railroad. You talk to them and they have model train sets, and it's like, yeah, the train is cool, but it's not that cool. No,
you want to know who was the biggest train nerd that you would have never guessed?
Who?
Gerald.
Oh yeah, well they all know. Yeah, the guys know Gerald, right?
They don't know, but he does.
Yeah, I remember that.
He has an entire, not a basement because we don't have basements out here, but he has an entire floor of his house that is all model trains, and they work. It's quite.
Well, we know that Thomas S. is not a foamer. He bought out a hobby store in New Jersey 3 years ago. I have more trains than I know what to do with.
That's so cool, though. I would love to have just a niche store of something like that. Not just no CDs, none of that crap.
That would be cool.
I would that would be a really because not only are you selling it, but you also have to learn about it. So, and my grandfather was a railroader. So it kind of goes within our history.
I do say though that I would, if I had a bunch of trains like that, I would consider setting up a train that ran like on the ceiling, like near the top of your ceiling around the walls of your house.
They did that at that Christmas house that we went to, remember?
And then just like on special occasions, just have it running, people over and stuff. That's kind of a cool kind of thing. I guess you got to like trains. Other people will be like, what the hell?
Honey.
I know. My ice bag for my finger is like,
Don't you have
I'm
a
fine.
red?
I got it. So she's not good on TV. I mean, the things
No.
behind the scenes she wants to like put out there. Oh, guys, look, my ice bag is leaking. I have an ice bag for my finger because my finger is like really like bothering the hell out of me. It's like
Yeah, he got up in the middle of the night.
it's
and I'm
almost
like,
if someone
"Where
took a
did he
hammer to
go?"
my finger and then I'm dealing with that, right? So I don't know how it happened. So I could not sleep last night. That's for sure.
Weird.
Michael Mullet says, "What's up, guys? Hope you're having an awesome holiday week here."
Hey,
Yeah.
Michael, are you all set up in your new place? Did you get your shipping area all set up? And I know you were working on that hard. So,
Go ahead.
what?
I'm getting things queued up while you're talking. So
Well, I didn't have anything more to add on.
see, just killing it, killing my vibe. Okay, well let's move on. I'll get it queued up here in a minute when you're talking.
Wait,
Ta-
you missed this one.
Well, okay. Thomas says, John and Jenna, I know you guys watch Yellowstone, but have you tried Landman yet?
Yes, I love Landman too.
We just watched
We just watched it last night.
yeah, that's
The Sunday episode.
yes, it's great.
It's so good.
I like his character. What is his name? Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah.
I never really watched shows with him before, so I
I don't really. He's not really my guy, but he does a really good job
Yeah.
in this role. Really good job.
yeah, and
the dad, I forget what that guy is. He was in Yellowstone also.
was
but-
he? Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Huh?
I can't remember the old man, the dad, his dad. I like him too.
Ah, okay.
He's funny.
All right, so I'm getting things queued up here, but I want to share with you. I don't know. I did get permission from Keith to play this. It's a song that he made with AI,
Oh.
and so it's 3 minutes and 21 seconds. I guess we'll play most of it. So let's do it. Here we go.
Oh, whoa, we're better do it deep. Oh. Whoa. Wow. It's Christmas on eBay. The listings are live. Coffee's gone cold, but the hustle survives. Boxes in the hallway, tape stuck to the cat. Welcome to December, yeah, imagine that. Woo! From job lots to charity shops at dawn. Ooh, we're chasing that bargain like Santa's reborn. If flipping was easy, we'd all be away. But welcome to the channel. Flipping ain't easy, okay? Oh, flipping ain't easy, but we do it with cheer. From dodgy old VCRs to consoles of yesteryear. May your listings be seen, may your offers be fair, and may Royal Mail actually handle with care. Primo chemo saucing like a man on a mission. John and Jenna flipping with festive precision. Silver hair stackers got medals on lock, while old time James held first day schools us in stock. Josh Cole rolls in, millionaire they say. Best mates with Jamie Eden in allegedly okay. Land Shark Pinker circling deals in the bay. Thomas S double checks comes to sensible way. Oh, flipping ain't easy, the grind never stops. From storage unit treasures to cherry shop flops. Nut goes live, Michael Mullet's on call. Bearded Pickers beer steals a show from us all. Time to sell collectibles, cause shelves with a grin. You want, you need gifts and books, cash and nostalgia right in. Oops, I ship myself, well that name says it all. While the crazy's life laughs through a buyer's lowball. Jane's jungle safari digging deep in the wild. Coppercat shining like treasure unfiled. Major win celebrates LA's buffering again. Jovial juggler drops jokes faster than 10. Axe monkey chopping prices, deals flying away. Packing till midnight on Christmas Day. Returns, don't ask. Messages, 5. But somehow we're still bloody glad to be live. Oh, flipping ain't easy, but it sure is a blast. From VHS nostalgia to profits at last. So here's to the crew and the wrestlers we see. Merry Christmas to all from the FAE family. So crack open a From all of us flippers with tape on our knees. Cause Merry Christmas! Cause flipping ain't easy!
Well,
That is amazing.
that was outstanding.
I love that.
I would say I want to steal that for an outro, but it's a Christmas one, so it's
Well,
like
we could save it and use it
Could
for
use-
Christmas time next year.
um
I love that.
yes,
That's
thank
so
you,
cool.
Keith. That was awesome. And if you
Aw.
heard your name
Yeah.
in the song, then you've made an impact enough for Keith to put you in there. But he did make sure that he had his UK roots in that song, Royal Mail, and he's used Bloody a couple times. It's like, okay.
That's
But that's
so
awesome.
cool. I love it. You did so good.
But Christopher Nutter, thank you for the super chat. Maybe Jenna was sleepwalking, grabbed a hammer in her sleep. Here's for bandages. Yes, bandages. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chris. Oh my gosh. I don't know what happened. I think he has an ingrown fingernail.
I woke up. I got up finally at 2 a.m, came in here and got these. I've got these clippers that are like claws, and I thought I had maybe a splinter or something. That's kind of how it feels right now. But I tried to dig in there and my finger, and maybe I aggravated it more. But
Yeah, you did.
it was. I don't even know how I got to sleep
Yeah,
last
it's
night.
super swollen, like just like the tip of his finger. It's so weird.
Yeah. So
So
that's my my challenge for the day. But
yeah.
one of the folks that was in that song, Jovial says, "What's up, shawties in the house? Happy National Short Person Day."
Yay! It's my day.
So what constitutes a short person? So what is the actual height of a short where do you have to be considered short?
I'd say like 5'3" and under.
Is that for men too?
Oh,
Or just
if you're
women?
a man and you're 5'3",
Well, you already counted 5'3". If you're 5'6"
if you're
as a man.
5'3" and you're a man, I don't know. I could say a lot about that, but I won't.
Okay, so all right, so you guys tell me whether it's in the chat or if you're watching on the replay crew, what constitutes a short person? Just
I say 5'3". That's what I say.
Jovial says, "Have you hired any elves to help you out around the shop yet?"
Oh, I wish
So-
we had an elf.
Well,
Sometimes I do. Most days I don't. Sometimes I do.
well, we'll talk about 2026 here next week. Derek says, "When is the FA Christmas party?"
Ah, I wish we could have a Christmas
know,
party
we
and
need
you
to-
guys all come out here.
That would be awesome.
so fun.
But how many people would actually do that? Because it's the time you spend with family, and
Well, you could do it a weekend before.
we might get
or
we might
weekend
get
after.
Mike Camparelli to come out here. We might get Archie. We might get a few others. But yeah, and even then, even if people did come out in lieu of like hanging with their, I would feel bad about that. I wouldn't want that.
Well, no, you would do it on a different day. You don't do it on the day you're spending with your family. You do it.
I know that.
before
I know
or
that. But
after.
you still take time away from like a really
Anyway, it would be
really busy
fun.
time of year for
I
sales to
would
do
love
any
it.
time earlier than that. He says, not yet, just have young female starting in January that has electronics engineering skills, so should be
Oh.
good. Okay.
Nice.
29, but still young to me. Yep. Lower your heating bill. Said had sore throat and headache last week. This is the third full day without my voice.
Oh no.
Can only whisper. How am I supposed to talk to vendors and customers on the phone?
Oh no.
Well, that's why. Well,
Well,
you now I know you have your other business where you need to do that, but
that
explain
was
to-
the hardest part about working in a call center. I'll
Yeah.
tell you right now. There was one time I can tell you, I was so deadly sick. I had a fever. I was sweating, and then I would get cold, and I was coughing, and I had no voice. But you have to be on the phone. If you've used all your sick time and your vacation days, you don't have a choice. And I remember Joe he went to the store and he came and over to my desk and he had brought me Sudafed, Dayquil. He gave me a whole bag of medicines, cough drops, like everything to try to help me get through that shift. It was horrendous.
Jody, Triple J, Resellers says, hi, John, Jen, and FA family. Wish you all a wonderful holiday season, however you celebrate.
Yes, you too, Jody.
Thank you. Yes, of course, we listened to it. We loved it.
I
Gail,
love it. I really
Gail is
love
with
it.
us. Nice to see you, Gail.
Hi,
And for whatever
Gail.
reason, my thingy ain't working.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised.
There we go.
Your
Nice to
thing
see you.
ain't working.
Are you done?
Mm-hmm.
Tommy Z says, hello and Merry Christmas, FAE family.
Hi,
and of course, the
Tommy!
most amazing, awesome, fantastic reselling couple on YouTube. Thank you for another Monday Live. Nice to see you.
We love you.
He says, I'm okay. Still got a bit of bug that's going around,
Oh.
but still pushing on.
Yeah.
Well, keep it on your island, darn it.
Yeah, you keep it over there. But there is a very bad flu going around. I know a couple of people that have it, but it's like, it's on the news. And yes, it is the flu. It's not the C word. And that's Kinsey.
dead.
Kinsey has it.
Has the what? C?
No.
That I think the cold has always been the cold.
I'm not trying to get into that discussion. I'm saying it is the actual flu.
Joe Samard says, hello, John and Jen, and happy Monday. Nice to see you.
Happy
and
Monday and Merry Christmas, Joe.
Snoopy Collector's with us.
Snoopy Collector.
And Henri Squaw says, Merry Christmas, John, Jenna, and the FAE chat family. Nice to see you.
Merry Christmas to you.
Keith says, 'twas the night before Christmas and John will still be working.
Facts.
I don't know about that.
Actually, we have an entire, me and our daughter have planned kind of the two major, like Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So we just recently found out that we're supposed to get one heck of a rainstorm on Wednesday. And the kids are, Kelly and the kids, her kids and her husband they're leaving at 5 a.m. And so I'm praying that they get here before the rain starts. And then, so what we were going to do is Christmas Eve, we're going to make hot chocolate, take our travel mugs and go look at Christmas lights over in Henderson. However, because of the rain, we might have to flip-flop Christmas Day and Christmas Eve, because Christmas Day is our plan to do a bunch of family games. And we might have to flip the two around because of the rain, but we'll work it out. So it should be really fun.
But that said, though, I'm gonna definitely work every day in some capacity, whether it is doing just a few things, like 20 minutes in each store, and getting things. I do my daily end item sell similar, 10% of the store, oldest 10%. It's a ritual. It's the first thing I do. Well, it's the second thing I do after I pick items that need to be shipped. We do that. Now, Wednesday morning, we're still going to have to do shipping.
No, Wednesday, no.
Why not?
Oh, yeah. I keep thinking Christmas is on Wednesday.
Yeah, that's Thursday.
I know.
Let's see. Gail says, yes, he will. LOL. Joshua Hill says, Merry Christmas.
Merry
Nice to
Christmas,
see you.
Josh.
And we have Ping G says, hello, John, Jenna, in the chat. Merry Christmas to you and the chat.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, Ping.
Nice to see you. Flip It Good says, Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
And don't forget to say Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Shopping with Cheryl says, USPS is so inefficient. I shipped one package from Santa this year on the 10th. So far, it has hit almost every state but the one where it's supposed to be.
Oh,
Jeez.
gosh. That is so annoying. So annoying.
Alzy Blades, or Alzy Beatis, says, Merry Christmas all. I actually had my best weekend in sales total, 458 sales. The pivot towards men's suits and blazers has been a good one.
Nice. Very good.
Jackie Blecker says, hi all, Merry Christmas.
Hello, Jackie, Merry Christmas.
And Underscore says, nice to see John in a jovial mood.
Yeah, they're rare, but
it's not rare.
I know.
Stop
I'm kidding. No, he's normally in a pretty.
If you saw me off camera, you'd be like, "Who is this goofball?"
Yeah, he is.
Because I do a lot of goofy things, say a lot of goofy things, and sometimes they make sense, sometimes they don't. But that's just who I am.
Yeah.
Basket Noodle says, greetings. Sales slower than snail snot.
Oh, no.
It is slow. I got a couple sales today. We're at like $230 on the main, and it's like, oh, now you want to give me some sales. You weren't going to give me some sales yesterday, and we always kind of blame eBay, like, oh, they're preventing me from getting sales. I mean, I looked at my traffic. It doesn't seem to be that far off. I guess just what I was offering, people didn't want. Wolfman's Goody says, howdy, everyone. Nice to see you. Derek says, time sounds good, Mr. John. Cut loose the live early if needed, and go enjoy yourself with the family. So,
Are we going to go out to dinner tonight?
Tonight, that wasn't the plan, but we could do.
What is the plan?
The plan was I was going to go walk in the strip with Jonathan. Yeah.
Oh.
See, a couple years ago, my son and I, we did this thing where we went from one end of the strip to the next, to the end, and that was like a 5 or 6 hour ordeal. And we were thinking about either doing that, or I have a friend in town who's called me up like, I'm at the Venetian playing cards. I'm like, well, you called at the wrong time, but we'll see what we can do. Well, maybe we'll go out there and visit. Big Dre says, hello, John, Jen, and chat. Picking and packing my orders right now. There you go.
Yeah. Stay busy.
Jacob is with us. Hey, nice to see you. And Derek says, John, you have my address. I'll take some homemade sweets.
Yeah.
How
we're going to be making cookies tomorrow.
Let me ask you guys, because this was something I was thinking about. Of course, I need to go out and buy more stuff, which I just, maybe for next year. We'll work on this for next year. But I want to know, how does like chocolates and like those Buckeyes or like homemade like chocolate chip cookies do in the mail? Like if I was to vacuum seal, use our vacuum sealer, would that keep pretty good, or would they kind of be crappy by the time they arrive? I don't know.
I don't know.
Want to know anybody who's ever tried that?
Because they don't need to be cold, so you don't need like what is it called? Dry ice.
Right. So maybe for next year we could do something where I have like we bake a lot, and we bake like double batch, and then we'll do like a drawing to see if you guys want to win some bake stuff.
Yeah.
And
why didn't you come up with this idea earlier?
I just came up with it now.
Oh, okay.
On the fly, but it's a little too late for that.
It
right?
is. Yeah.
Let's see. Bachelor Brad's with us. Nice to see you. Samantha says, hello, everybody. You and your family have a good Christmas day. Happy New Year 2026. Have great eBay sales with gift giving. Welcome back, Jenna.
Oh, was I?
You weren't here.
I was. Oh, yeah. I had a rough week last week. Last week, I don't know what was going on. It was a very odd week for me. But I'm back. I feel better.
I remember this. Jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin laid an egg, Batmobile lost the wheel, and the Joker got away. Hey!
That's not what she said.
What fun it is to ride in a beat-up Chevrolet?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Callie Deb says, hello, John, Jen, and chat. Merry Christmas all.
Merry
nice to
Christmas.
See you. This time of year, I get this jingle in my head for Toys R Us.
Oh, God.
I don't know why.
Please don't. It's going to be in my head.
Why? I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. That one?
Yeah.
Anybody remember that one?
How could you not know
to
that
trains to video games to the
right,
biggest
this is
toy
not a
store
singing
there
channel.
is. I don't want to grow up because maybe if I did, I wouldn't be a Toys R Us kid. You remember that one?
That's enough.
Big Dre says, I might make a bulk purchase for my niche store January 1st. There you go.
Do it. Do it.
You know what? Make sure, bulk purchase, you may not be able to see what you have, but if you can see what's there, maybe through the photos and that, do a little research, make sure that they sell pretty well, whatever you can see, and pull the trigger. And if you can't really see, then get a good deal on it. Derek says, I'm the favorite adopted son next to Pitco.
You are. You and everybody else.
We hold no favorites here. I tell my kids that. There's no favorites.
Yeah, it's a constant debate.
Now,
constant.
Now, who was it that said otherwise? Was it Deion Sanders has said, like, you got your favorites. I don't care who you are. You have your favorites. I don't know. Where do you guys side on that? Patricia Rose says to turn this hoarder hell back into a home and have 10 to 20,000 in the savings account.
Preach, girl, preach.
Samantha says my goals for 2026 is I'm supposed to save this for next week. Is truly understand eBay's changing stance. Still don't care for it. Learned about promoting listings, trial a few times, and if I fail at least for once in my life, I've tried.
I think you have tried, and sometimes it takes just a little more patience to get to where you want to be.
Yeah, and then when as far as trying, look, we either do or do not. There is no try.
To John,
that?
that is a key statement that has held true since our children were this big.
That's right.
And they anytime.
Do. Or do not.
Anytime one of our
There
children
is no try.
say they try, it's no, you do not try. You do or you do not.
Basket says eBay stores are so very minimal in feature and function and compared to other storefront software for sake of sellers opting for other stores. Yeah. But if you can utilize, if there is no software for it, then I'd say, yeah, it's going to take too much time to go and put all your stuff on eBay and then go and take those same photos and manually list those on Etsy or Mercari or Poshmark. But use a tool like TreeCat and you can do it within seconds, guys. It's really cool how optimal they have it, and they're working on some things to change like the user interface and all that. So go check it out. We're gonna be doing a drawing a little bit later for them. Keith says, "Where's Duncan tonight?" I don't know because it's actually the Tuesday before Christmas for him, so I don't know where he's at.
Has he been in here? Duncan, where are you?
I don't know. We got to send some crickets his way.
Yeah.
Samantha says, I hate to be a loser on the eBay platform. Otherwise, I need to be creative and niche out a job for myself. Well,
you're not a loser.
Not
Never
a loser.
Call yourself a loser.
So so you're at where you're at with eBay right now, right? So it may not be where you want to be, but you're not going to go from like, slow sales to like $1 million a year account overnight. So you need to set a goal that's realistic for next year and maybe think about it over this next week. We'll talk about it next week, but figure out what would make you feel better about what you've been doing on eBay. If we had this conversation, if we're having this conversation next year, what would you like to see that would be acceptable? And I would make that your first goal. Yes, Christopher Nutter, again, thanks for the super chat. Keith says, I have always said that Jenna was my reseller mom. Love you, Jenna.
Oh, I love you, Keith.
Joshua Hill says, so you saying I need to be like a drug dealer with multiple phones? Got it. Yes. I mean, it's just, you got to be in tune. Now, eBay doesn't penalize you if you're not answering your messages right away. I do think there's something baked in the algorithm that keeps track of how quickly you get back to buyers, because if Mercari's doing it and they give you a badge for it, I guarantee you eBay's tracking it on some level. But forget eBay and the algorithm for a second. Your buyer is currently shopping for an item right now. And if you get a message from them, they're asking you about this item, and after a few minutes you're not back to them, they're going to start looking at other items that are out there, going further down in search to see if that item matches what they need or want, and they're going to grab that. And then by the time you actually get back to them or send an offer, they've already bought. That's why so many times people get so frustrated. All I do is send offers, but I don't get anybody buying. Well, have you thought about how long you're waiting to return those offers? If you wake up in the morning to like 10 to 20 offers or more that you can send to a buyer, chances are most of those people have already solved whatever they're looking for.
Yeah.
I go online to buy. Think of yourself as a buyer. This is why I think so many times as sellers, we kind of fall flat, because we are thinking in terms of sellers and not buyers. So we do things from our lens instead of doing things from a buyer's lens. So if you go online and buy something, do you drag it on all day and like, okay, I'm going to do a little research now, and then I'm going to send messages, and I'm going to come back tonight and buy? Or it's like, I'm sitting down, I got to get this thing, I'll take a half an hour to do it, but once I'm done, I'm gone to the next thing.
Mhm.
And your offer is going to fall on deaf ears because they've already solved their problem.
Mhm.
So get faster with replying to customers. Derek says, I want to open a second store, but not until I'm earning a decent part-time income first for my first store. Need to work on the one. Yes. Don't go in and start saying, okay, I'm going to, and maybe you have a lot in your store right now. So if you have a lot in your store, then this kind of doesn't apply. But if you kind of have only a couple hundred items and you have, all your time goes into that, all is going to happen is if you break it up into a second store, you're going to have to divide that time into multiple stores. Now, if you have thousands of items, you might want to look into, is niching out some of this going to be better? And I think if you have that big of a store and maybe you have half of its clothing, you might be better off making a clothing only store and then, do the newsletter thing and all the things that niche sellers should be doing. Here's Duncan right here.
Duncan! See,
Someone missed me. Happy Christmas to both with extra crickets and cicadas. Now, why doesn't Keith write an AI song about FAE and crickets? Actually, I was late because too many orders and no KFC except for Jenna.
You can do it!
Well, thank you so much.
I was wondering where you were. I was hollering your name, and I was hoping you could hear me.
Maybe we'll do that.
Thank
we'll have
you
a little
so much,
KFC
Duncan.
action.
No,
I've been on a.
not this week.
Anybody ever crave
Oh
something
my God, this
and
guy
that's
and
all
his chicken sandwiches.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
I have perfected the chicken sandwich. So I found, and this is going to sound crazy, but I've tried different brands. There's this brand that's known to be like a kind of a cheapy brand.
Yeah, it's actually not really a great brand.
They have like these breaded chicken patties, Banquet, I believe, of all brands. I tried them out and I put them in the air fryer and add a little bit of bacon. I get like some bacon that's fried up, some lettuce, mayo, American cheese. And the ingredient that makes it hit is grilled onions. And
I have to
wow.
say, it was very good because I've declined every chicken sandwich that he's attempted to make, and I actually accepted today, and it was really good.
Yeah, so that hit different, and it's like, wow. Not many people out there trying grilled onions.
I don't know that I could eat it as often as you do.
Oh, they're so good.
But
so
he
good.
does.
That's my lunch.
He makes his lunch every day, and he's been eating a chicken sandwich for like over a week now.
So good. But then again, I'll get sick of it. We're out of those patties right now, so I won't be eating them for a while anyway, so whatever. But yeah, I get kind of into I don't know, into a kick of like whatever it is that I want to eat, and that's kind of all I want to eat.
Yeah, he's a stickler for habit.
Graham says we have 4 stores, 1 everything, and 3 niche stores.
Yeah.
Keith says, we did a charity drive yesterday and raised £1,350 for game consoles for children in a hospital. That's awesome.
That is so cool.
We've got Tess, who cooks for you, says, what do you think of the live auctions on eBay? Would that work for you? No. I mean, see, right now it's certain categories. So they have certain categories, and then, of course, you have to have so much of an odd. I think I'm probably still too small of a they call it influencers, not a seller, influencer. They want you to have so many followers on social media, so much experience. They're expecting you to bring in that audience, right? So when you go into eBay Live, you see there's a lot of people that are in some of these auctions, and it's because they're probably bringing in a lot from their social media. But it's your cards, your handbags, your watches and sneakers and all that. If they opened it up, if eBay was to say, okay, we're going to do what Whatnot's doing, and we're going to open this up to like most categories, I still probably wouldn't do it. I still probably wouldn't do it. I just don't have the higher end stuff. I think you need to have the higher end things to really make that work. Yeah. Jody says, that's wonderful. Keith, good job. Yes.
Yeah, that's so cool. I love that.
Joshua Hill says, I do regular auctions daily for trading cards. It has helped bring in a lot of organic traffic and increase my click-through rate from 2 to 3 with no extra promotion. Never tried live.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that would bring in more people.
Yeah.
Like you'd be live on eBay and say, look, if there's something that you that you need, I probably have it on my store. We're only doing these kind of items today, but go check out my store. You get a lot of people that would go check out your store.
Yeah.
John Gaynor says, hi, Jenna and John. Always remember, if you love what you do, it's not work. We are all sellers in life. You just have to find out the one that works for you. Happy holidays, and let's have a great 2026.
Absolutely. Happy holidays, John.
Basket says, trains, it depends on what you got. Lots of it's cheap and lots of decent. Some of it's really excellent money. Yes.
Yeah.
Shopping with Cheryl is opening a second store. I haven't even started cross-listing for fear of being able to keep up or taking down items on other platforms when something sells. So maybe the idea of opening a second
I have
store
an idea. If you use TreeCat, it's so simple.
And if you use my code down below, you're going to get 2 months for free through the end of February.
She's probably like, dang it, I opened the can of worms.
Yeah, no, but I'm going to say it again. But, you know, it's a good way to get all your items in one library. So if something happens, you're not losing your listings.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, TreeCat is so much more than just like a delist, relist, or however, it's so much more than that. It's got so many features. You can just simply store instead of using InkFrog or being afraid that it's going to disappear on eBay, you can use it as a landing spot for all of your items. And then you can cross list on it, and there's so many things coming with AI that are coming up with TreeCat. And I mean, we had our meeting last Tuesday, and there's so much exciting things coming down the pike for 2026, and we are super, super excited about it.
Yes. Okay, so Keith's going to try to do some charity drives next year.
Yeah.
And
that would be a good idea for Christmas next year. Instead of doing Christmas gifts.
Well, we did do that. We did do that. I talked about that. We talked about how, this is a good time of year. If look at this. If you're here with us, you're probably doing decently, and maybe you're not, but I mean, you probably have a place to live. You probably have a roof over your head. Bills are paid. You're doing better than most people. That if you think about some people, they don't even have a Christmas. Maybe they don't even have family. And it's a good time to maybe just try to give back a little bit. So what I thought was really cool is her sister Megan, because we all didn't come out to California this year. They're like, okay, instead of doing a gift exchange, let's just put $50 in per family, and let's try to, put together some kind of a gift to give different families. So they got a couple trees. Was it 1 or 2 trees?
They got 2 families, and so they got them Christmas trees, and then they got them a ton of gift cards. So they had, in California, they have a grocery store called Stater Brothers. They must have had maybe teenage girls or something, because there's Sephora cards. There was what else was there? Lowe's or something. I don't know. I don't remember all of them, but there was a ton. So what they did is they had them get regular Christmas trees, but they got these mini ones, and they hung all of the gift cards on the tree and gave it to the family or families, because there was 2 of them. And so we were able to bring, at least they'll have food in the house. I think they even had a gift card to Target, and so they can get clothes and maybe a toy or something. So I just feel like that gives me more joy and happiness than anything else is to be able to give. And so I would love to be able to do that, maybe something on a bigger scale next year. That would be cool.
Okay, so let's see who we have. Let's see.
Oh, wait, there's Duncan right there on that.
Yeah, he was here. Keith says, there you are, Duncan. I was going to start phoning around KFC places. Underscore says, Billy McHale's has a train running around on the ceiling.
Oh.
Who's Billy McHale's?
It's probably a store, but that sounds really cool.
Billy McHale's? Mick Hales. I gotta know. Oh, it's a restaurant,
it's a
bar, and nightlife.
restaurant. Ooh, that
Oh,
looks
okay.
real cool.
Cool.
Oh, look. It's up there.
Hold on. And that's not sound, but that's their. Where's the darn train?
No, it's
at?
over here.
Okay. I think I see. It's like
Right
up there. Okay, up in the far end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Well, I'm talking about the whole house. You know,
No,
so
no.
someone's in the, like in the guest room, you have the train running through. It's like, well, what the hell?
Yeah.
Be kind of a cool touch.
I don't know about all that, but
Duncan says Jenna would like my niche store old letters and envelopes.
oh my gosh, I would love that. I would love that.
And he says got a pack now, can't do it.
Yes, you can.
You can do it!
Shopping Cheryl says Atomic Motors in Henderson has a train running around part of their showroom.
Oh,
That's kind of cool.
that is cool.
And to flip it, the finger. Welcome to your 50s, John. It's a decade of pain without explanation. I mean, it feels like I broke the dang thing. I'm like, how did I break it?
I just don't understand
feels broken.
Why it would start hurting in the middle of the night.
I mean, it's like it goes from like a stinging sensation
what did you
to
do
like
in
a
the
throb.
middle of the night?
I got up to try to fish out whatever the hell was in there.
I know that, but what? I'm confused as to what initiated the pain.
I was wrapping gifts last night.
Were you going that hard on the tape?
I mean,
no
different. I just had a bunch of gifts I had to wrap, and then I'm sitting in bed. I'm going, what the hell's going on with my finger? And I just tried to sleep, and I couldn't. It's just throbbing. So it is what it is.
It's gotta be an
Who knows? Baskets, if I run across decent motel railroading stuff, model rotate. You're just on me, aren't you? You don't even give me 2 seconds to correct myself. If I run across decent model railroading stuff at a decent price, I pick it up. There's so much cheapo stuff out there, not worth it.
Yeah, that's true. Well, just like everything's got a cheap version and a more expensive.
I don't think I'm behind it all. Samantha says, as I get older, I love a good Western movie. The classics are kicking now.
Yeah, I'm not a real big on like westerns. My dad used to torture me through those.
Samantha says, oh snap, John and Jenna are giving me a musical Christmas gift. Thank you. Hopefully you like that. That was pretty good.
That was really cool.
Yeah, that is on Discord. So go check out the Flippin' Ain't Easy Discord under General, I believe.
Yeah.
And you can go download it
or whatever you want. It's a smile on my face and I'm tapping my foot. How cute. I love it.
Let's see. Spam says, such a fun song. Well done, dude. You have included everyone. You're awesome.
Yeah,
I think that is awesome.
Really, really cool.
Ryan Hess says, Happy New Year. Nice to see
you.
Let's see. Snoopy says, love it. Samantha says, John, your contract is extended till 2027. Yes, awesome song.
Oh,
and Larry Way Out is with us. Nice to see you. Merry Christmas. And David Pentland from Scotland. Thank you for being here.
David.
We got Paul Rose. You don't want a swollen tip. Keith says, sorry if I missed anyone trying to do it from memory. Yeah, I mean, there's some people that might feel a little slighted, but it's okay. You never. I didn't hear a Dunkin' KFC reference.
I think that's gonna have to be like a.
We'll have to make part 2, but
yeah.
Paul says, evening, John, Jenna, and FA family have been watching but having dinner. Late dinner, I'd say.
What are you having, Paul? I want to know.
Larry would show up to the get together.
Oh, that would be so fun.
That
you
would
and
be
Sharon.
Cool. Gail says, on my way. Gail would come.
Yeah.
You know, I look at these get-togethers, you know, whether it's Christmas or not, and go, yeah, I mean, I don't know how many people would show up. You know, that's the thing. It's like, I don't know. I mean, we did one with Mike Camparelli really pushed it really well on his channel, and I guess I didn't do enough. But
I think that we didn't really like push it because it wasn't ours to push. I know it was ours to push. Mike did that for us. But I felt, I don't know, I felt like we didn't do our best to promote it. Yeah.
Paul says, John, I still have something in my right thumb from gardening. I think it's there to stay.
Ooh.
Well, I don't want this to stay. This is just like torture.
I feel like it's pressure and it's building. Like,
Feels like the tip of my finger wants to explode. Is how it feels.
that's so gross.
Joe DeMar says, now that all the FAA folks are here, Merry Christmas to all.
Merry Christmas.
Yes, absolutely. Merry Christmas. And then Joby says, see right there, John and Jenna, if it weren't for the two of you, that jingle song wouldn't exist. So y'all ain't going anywhere. Basket says, 'twas the night before Christmas when all throughout the house nothing was moving but John's computer mouse, and it does want to move on its own. Trust me.
Yes, that's true.
Derek Pat, when you think you have done a good job puppy proofing your home inside and outside, then she brings you a big old screw from somewhere. More than likely, she dug it up in the yard somewhere.
Oh
no! Shout out to Little
Thank
T.
goodness
He'd be a
you-
shorty for sure.
Thank goodness you caught it and you were able to get the screw away from him.
And Basket, Jenna lay sleeping alone in her bed while visions of Roomba parts danced in her head.
Yes.
That's not in her head, it's in mine.
It's in his.
PNG says, I shipped an 8-ounce package on Friday to Pennsylvania. It was delivered today according to the tracking. Can you imagine, from California to Pennsylvania over the weekend? That's awesome.
Yeah,
But I had some guy,
that's wild.
and he's not a new eBayer either, reach out to me, what was it? Yesterday. It was yesterday. And he said, how come you haven't shipped my item? The tracking shows we shipped this on the 20th, and it's in Ohio as of this afternoon. We shipped it. It's like, how do you not look at your I mean, you're going to accuse the seller of not shipping the item. And of course, he didn't come back. And I was polite. I said, look, here's a screenshot. Shows the last activity was this afternoon in Cleveland, Ohio, distribution center. And yeah, it should be to you soon. It wasn't like, oh, sorry. I mean, I jumped the gun. It's like crickets. It's like, okay.
Yeah, some
Rude.
people are just out there like that.
Andy,
Hello,
says, just
Andy?
checking in. I'm here for the hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate? Well, we don't have any hot chocolate right this moment.
Basket says, all of a sudden a racket was heard. Santa complaining, delivering their returns. Oh, that's accurate.
Yeah.
Cheryl says, I've shipped homemade cookies and candy to my ex in the Navy while overseas, and they may break, but they ate them.
Yeah, that's what.
Talk to the people.
Yeah, I think that, because I forget what I did, who it was to, or when it was, but I remember shipping like 12 cookies to somebody. I don't even know that I told John about it, but it was, we had made cookies and I shipped them to, I think it was back home it was probably one of my sisters.
They say you're never supposed to do this. So that's the Buckeye. Here you go.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It's Christmas.
Mm-hmm. That's good. It's real good.
Could have used maybe, I don't know, maybe some chocolate chips inside.
No,
that too much
that's
chocolate?
too much. Maybe something like sprinkles or something to make it look prettier.
Derek says, no, sir, they're not. Thank goodness it was a big one. Too big for her to swallow.
Oh my gosh. That's a giant,
What did I walk into?
That's a giant screw.
Oh, okay. Callie Deb says, love you too, and thank you for everything. Merry Christmas.
Oh, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
We love
Callie
you.
Debs. Hopefully everything's all good for you this year. Paul says, just pack them well and hope for no sniffer dogs. What do they use to hide drugs? Coffee grounds? Yes, I got that from Beverly Hills Cop. I send chocolate chip cookies from South Carolina all the time. Have an aunt that loves to bake.
Okay.
I remember when my grandmother was, this is many years ago, but she would send me, and this is where I get my thing. I haven't had one this year, by the way. What have I not had this year that I like to have around Christmas time?
A cheese ball.
Haven't had my cheese ball, but she'd send me a cheese ball, a homemade cheese ball, and she'd make homemade peanut brittle.
We actually have the little packet for the cheese ball. Remember?
We bought that, yes, but
we didn't make
it. But you know what it calls for? It calls for cream cheese. It's like, that's not the same cheese ball.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not
They
the
use
kind
cream cheese.
No, we're talking like 4 or 5 different kinds of cheeses, but it's regular different cheddar cheeses. Flip for the trailers this evening, everyone. Out in the shop, shipping, hanging out with you guys.
Awesome. Well, thanks for being here.
Yeah. Jackie wants to win some tamales or some barbecue. I think that'd be a little bit more difficult to pull off than cookies.
That one does have to be cold, so I think we would. Yeah, that would require like dry ice and stuff. So.
Yeah. Count says headbanging and now singing will get you on stage yet, Mr. Miller.
Oh.
And to flip it says, every parent has favorites you're just not supposed to say out loud.
We don't have favorites.
I mean, look.
We just have different relationships with each one of the kids. Very different.
Yeah. So I am probably in contact with my son more than...
Well, yeah, because he's in the football thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, come and play fantasy football with me. I'll probably talk to you more. I guess that's bad.
That is
Henri Squaw says, I'm just going to make more money next year.
That is terrible.
I know, it didn't come off right.
Sure
I'm going to get
Kelly isn't watching.
And it's never someone in the live. It's usually someone in the replay crew that's like, you're a horrible person, John, for treating your daughters like that or whatever. It's like, yeah, I'll call my daughter, right? And she'll put me on her phone with my son-in-law. It's like she won't even talk to me.
Well, because that's who you really are usually talking to.
Paul says, my goals for 2026 are very simple: to just be happier and healthier than this year. Bring it on. Yes.
Yes, absolutely. I pray that next year everybody has a clean bill of health and everybody can find joy and happiness in whatever they're doing.
We got Josh with us. Nice to see you, Josh. Bean.
Bean, bean, bean.
Jovial says, great idea about the vacuum seal. My mom sent cookies to my brother years ago, and she said they were the best crumbs he has ever eaten.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we do something like that next year.
Yeah, that would be fun.
And to flip it says, what? No Duncan? Well, we saw Duncan, so he's here.
Twins needs some KFC with a side of a crackle and crickets. No crickets and no KFC.
Paul says, there's our mailman.
Coming!
How come it's not coming up on our ring? I think we have our ringers turned off this time, of course. But Paul says, I'm the same. I have way too much food and I don't have family coming. Shoehorn stuff in the fridge and cupboards and put loaf and 3 boxes of pears in the dishwasher yesterday. Lowering your heating bill says, wood stoves are hot, but most popular ones are not available for 1 to 2 months. Can't afford to stock, so drop ship. Tariffs, unprecedented demand. eBay doesn't like back orders. No, they don't. Jovial says, I'm so leery about buying a mystery meat in a bag. Thanks for the tip about Banquet. Never would have tried without your info. It's good. It's like, I don't want to buy these little chicken patties that are thin. I want the kind you'd buy if you go to, like, I don't know, we probably shouldn't be even eating chicken sandwiches, especially fast food, but some of the better chicken sandwiches you buy, really, really good. So I'll just put it there. And it's like, get them on Amazon. Those of you guys didn't hear my hack. If you guys buy groceries online, like through Instacart, try buying your groceries if you have Amazon Prime through Amazon. You get your groceries fast, and if you do it right, I think I've kind of worked out a hack. I first shop for a non-grocery item, and then when it says, do you want to add some groceries to your thing, I'll add some groceries that I'm looking for, and then I'll go back in and add more groceries. But I mean, it's just the same, if not cheaper, to buy through Amazon that way, and there's no fees to deliver it, at least for us. Flipping from the trailer says, sorry, John, going to pull the trigger after the first of the year and open a second store. Would like to get together with you sometime and talk to you about it if you could. Well, you can always email me, flippitainteasy2020@gmail.com. What I think is best, if you can, to when you're ready, do the $2.99 membership. I mean, it's the way it's set up, but come and, show us your store, your current store, and collectively we can all figure it out together, maybe come up with some idea, because I don't always have the answers. I'll give you my perspective, but maybe someone else has a different perspective. Shopping with Cheryl says, does TreeCat allow unlist on all platforms easily? Yes. So you can go on and you have this large library of listings that you have, and it'll show you above each one where they're listed at, and then you can go in and click it off and then update, and it'll take it off of that platform if you want it off of that platform. Duncan says, my store has fallen below 200. I can't keep it up.
You can do it!
You can do it. Duncan says, probably wrong size. Try to win it. That is a good number to guess today. Don't know what number you're talking about, unless you're talking about the TreeCat drawing. Meg says, good evening, folks. Nice to see you, Meg. Connie says, awesome song. Yes, I thought that was great, to be honest with you. Paul says, John, in it to flip it is right. I've had a bad back last 2 days from just going to sleep wrong. Yep. And then we have Biff. Been listening on the road. Cookies and candy ship just fine. Make peanut brittle some years. That ships very well as long, girlfriend, as you don't let it rattle. What's GF? As long as you don't let it rattle. I don't know. But my thought was like chocolate, and we're probably not going to make the Buckeyes next year. Maybe we will, but like the chocolate covered peanut butter, would that melt? Because this is the melting chocolate. Probably not this time of year, but depending on, where they store it on the way, like at one of these facilities. Jovial says, we adopted a family for Christmas, bought what was on their wish list. 4 kids, all under 14. They were so excited when they opened basic things like socks and undies. Not a dry eye in the house. That's, yeah. Makes you appreciate what you have. Jovial says, made me realize just how fortunate I truly am during these difficult times. Yes. If you consider, it's all about perspective. I mean, I think our culture, we're so busy looking at what people have. Oh, they have this car, they got that car, they have this purse, or they have that outfit, and they have that name brand. And guess what? That's not reality for most people. If we're just happy with what we have, and it shouldn't be materialistic stuff that makes us happy anyway. John Elashit. I'm getting your name wrong. I apologize. John Elashit says, Merry Christmas, John and Jenna. Always looking forward to your videos. Well, darn it. Thank you for being here. And, thank you for being a great part of the channel. There's Jane's Jungle Safari. Hi, FA fam. I'm late. Nice to see you, Jane. Sutter's Mill says, I'm dealing with many eBay buyers who are fishing for partial refunds. They aren't even waiting for returnerwary to begin. And my advice is to stand your ground on those people. Stand your ground. Callie Evans is waiting for the giant storm. Probably got to change the travel plans. Yeah, I just want my kids to travel here safe. I don't, my son's coming up early, and I guess they just, my daughter, they're not able to come out until Wednesday when the storm's hitting. So, Jovius says, nothing compared to the wonderful things you have been doing for your community. Yes, that's awesome, Paul. Shopping with Cheryl says, we could test that shipping of candy. Just sent me those treats that you're eating. I just want to make sure we have enough for my kids. They're coming out, and grandkids are coming. So next year we'll make more. Jane's Jungle Safari. Speaking of cooking food, I just spent the day making hockey puck rolls. Mind you, there aren't supposed to be hockey pucks. Just hand everyone a hockey stick when they come in the door and say, okay, dig in. Let's see. Sidebar convo. Duncan says 700 in sales again today. I have to soon race up the road and post. Just waiting for the TreeCat comp. Nose Addict says, hey guys, Merry Christmas. Hope you had a solid weekend and looking forward to the after Christmas rush. Yes, but if it's historically slow for you, take it easy. I mean, you could use it as a time to get more stuff listed, but you could use this time to take it easy too. In it to flip it says, meanwhile, USPS sent a package going from Minnesota to Minnesota on a fun detour to Florida. All in all, USPS has done much better this year, but this one was just weird. Yeah, it happens. The person puts it in the wrong bin and it's on the wrong plane, Keith says, well, I'm working on a welcome to the new 2026 year version for you guys. I'll try to include more people, make it just as fun. So watch out for that. That's awesome. I still have that. I pay $15 a month to I just haven't used it, and I know it kind of like a lot of the intros or the outros we have are kind of stale. Someone even said, "Look, kind of time to ditch the music." Maybe it is. I don't know. What do you guys think? Maybe it's time to ditch the music or update it. Which one? In fact, maybe I can do this for next year. For 2026, should we ditch the outro music or update it? Okay, so let's see. I'll put ditch it, oops, or fix it, and then I'll launch the poll here. Sorry. If I can get this computer to cooperate, we can get a poll done. We want new ones. Okay, I'll just do it that way. Start the poll. There it is. There's a poll. So for 2026, should we ditch the outro music or update it? Or if you're watching after the fact, just let me know what you think down below in the comments. Let's see, gluten-free. Okay. I'm like, what does his girlfriend have to do with baked goods? Jovial Juggler says, everyone, please check in on the elderly in your neighborhood if you can. So many seniors struggle and do without and won't even ask. Simple things make a huge impact. Yes, I agree. Garden Resell Thrifts, any way to stop the out-of-stock quantity glitch yet? Just keep an eye out for it. It usually rears its head when you make a sale on one of them and it knocks all your inventory down to 1, even though you might have 10. Guard Resell says, I say leave it.
Art of Resell. Who's here?
Garden Resell.
Oh, Garden.
Yeah.
Okay.
Garden Thrift
I
Resell.
was gonna say, Art hasn't been here.
I think I'm catching up too.
decades. What are you doing? What's with the
Update as long as I'm into it. The music. Should we update the outros or just ditch the outros altogether? New intro with crickets mentioned.
Oh no.
Callius, don't get rid of the rocker metal song. Update with more headbanging. And then Duncan says, have to go to the post, guys.
Okay. Merry
Hey,
Christmas.
there's Todd. Did
Oh,
he jump in?
Todd.
There's Todd. Nice to see you, Todd.
wondering where
Derek
you were.
says, I like it, but an update would be nice. Yes, we got to do that. And then Spam says, what is happening with the out of stock? I'm noticing our inventory is showing less than what we have. Noticing way too often. So the glitch I came across, it's been happening for the longest time, but it's been really happening over the last month where you have 10 of one item and one of them sells. Well, when you're looking at, you're about to go ship it and you go like, it'll show 1 was sold and 1 available. And it's like, no, I have like 9 more of those. And so you have to go in and you have to edit that listing to put it back to 9. And if you're not careful, you'll sell the 1 and then you'll sell another right after that and it'll sell you out. And there goes all your history for that item, the sales history. Callie Deb says, I don't like the survey choices. Leave the good metal one. Okay. Jane Jungle Safari, it doesn't matter to me. Every single streamer I watch, I skip over it. Turn the music off. I don't mind listening once in a while, but after the 5th time, forget it.
Yeah. I'm the same way.
Yeah, I realize that. Paul says, Jenna, I did put what I had for dinner, but that guy you live with skipped it.
I'm not surprised. Mr. Skip
I
to my loop.
I try to get to all the comments, but you know. Glenn Cameron says, do a thrash metal song. See, I don't know enough about thrash metal to make it. What is a good sounding thrash metal song versus a trash one? You know, it's thrash to trash, right? That's what I would do if I was in charge of making the thrash metal song. Garden Resell Thrift says quantity changes from 1 to 0 or it adds quantity. Yeah, I've just seen the one. I've just seen it go to 1 quantity after selling 1, which is just annoying.
It's
you have to
really
go and
annoying.
count how many you have because you forgot what you have.
Yeah.
Henri Squaw says, keep the intro because the ads play at the same time, so I don't miss you first few sentences. That's okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, intro, yes, we'll keep that, but I'm saying the outro. And I do the outro on the lives, and I put them on the videos that we launch. And most people are going to either let it play or just click on to the next video anyway.
Jane. Did you read Jane's? Sorry, I was gone.
Spam lost her,
No.
was losing her mind over that. What? Which one? Just read it.
Speaking of cooking food, I just spent the day making hockey puck rolls.
I did.
Mind you, they are supposed to be hockey pucks.
I did. Yeah, I said you got to.
I think that's happened to everybody.
Have to have everyone
at
hockey
least
sticks when they walk
once
in.
in their holiday career.
So look, guys, I want to thank you guys for being here and hanging out with us. I wish each of you a Merry Christmas and or Happy Hanukkah or whatever it is
Whatever you
do
celebrate
this type
or
of
don't
year.
celebrate. We love you and we appreciate you and we look forward to seeing you on Monday.
Yes, well, we no live on Friday because family's still going to be here, but we will have the live on Monday, so we'll see you then. And your homework is what would you change in 2025 for 2026? What didn't go so well? What went well? And based on that, what is an easy, I can't say easy, I'd say an attainable goal, a realistic goal you would set for yourself in 2026. Think about it, and let's talk about it next week.
Yeah.
So with that said, have a great rest of your day
Yes.
and have a Merry Christmas, and we'll talk to you guys here
We love
very
you.
soon. Oh, wait. Stop. We're running away, and we're going to give away a shirt.
Oh, we
Anybody want? Okay, do this. 1 to 200. You guys know the rules. Closest to gets the shirt and hat from Tree Cat.
Okay.
And we'll play a little promo. And so get your numbers in quick. And we'll play the promo and we'll come back and draw the number.
Mad.
Well, okay.
Oh, boy.
So I thought I fixed that part of it. So I apologize. I saw you, you guys in your comments. So we'll
Okay.
look, just in the nutshell, there's a lot of features. It's a cross listing program. That's Tree Cat. I mean, where do you even begin? If you're looking to move your items onto other platforms without having to do it manually, and yeah, there are other ones out there, but this is the only one that'll charge you as you sell. And you're going to get 2 months for free when you sign up anyway. So why not try it and see if
it's
you like
so
it.
much more than just a cross-listing tool.
Adding a lot of things.
It's a lot of stuff.
And more sites. They've just added Whatnot to their platform
Oh, look,
too.
Mike
so.
Seller's been a member for 20 months.
Wow, Mike Seller.
Merry Christmas, Mike.
Awesome. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
So here's the deal. We're going to give away a hat and shirt from Tree Cat. So with that said, we're going to do it. Here we go. Drawing a number. It's not going to draw. What's going on here? Doesn't like me? Here it is. 167.
167.
167.
Oh, Garden Resell Thrifts, as I already see, is very close.
Yep. Garden Resell Thrifts was very close. So Jenna's
What
going
was
to
it?
check that.
167.
And then Garden Resell Thrifts, what they charge now. Talking about Tree Cat. So it is as you sell, if you sell an item on eBay, it removes it from, say, Poshmark, right? So you're not worried about double selling. They remove the listing for you. So it's called, what they call it is a billable action. So something that you do that is billable. So you use the service to create listings and an item sells. Well, you make a sale because of that listing was created on Tree Cat. Well, you're going to be charged, and it's only like, I think it's the first tier is like 36 cents if you use my code, 35 cents.
Oh.
And then as you sell more, that number goes down, the amount that you pay. Keith gave some memberships.
Gave some memberships. Thank you, Keith.
And also, just so you know, you want to read who's the member?
Yeah. Michelle R.
Mm-hmm.
5598. And then Big Dre, Virginia Carolina Pickers, Brandy 91476, and Tommy eBay.
Yeah.
Congratulations, guys.
So, thank you so much there, Keith. You're awesome as always.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, look, we're very loyal to Tree Cat, as you guys know. They've been very good to us, and they are really working hard and putting out a really good product. So go check them out. And like I said, I'm the only one that they're working with that is offering the 2 months for free. So I like that F word. You know, if you like to get in there and just try some things and maybe do it for a couple weeks, then oops.
It's Garden Resell Thrifts 1.
Garden Resell Thrifts.
Yes.
So that's our winner. Garden Resell Thrifts. So send me an email at flippin'ain't-easy. I'll put it in the chat, 2020@gmail.com. And give me your size shirt you want, and
And
you're
your
gonna have
address.
Yes, because
Yes.
we got to have your address to ship it. So that said, I want you guys to have an excellent Christmas. You know,
Happy holidays.
Spend some time with family and friends.
See you before the new year one more time.
Yes, and Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yes.
Chargebacks, returns, and lowball offers too. Zero takedowns, they're a pain, what can we do? High selling fees, bad buys, and rude buyers galore. Flipping ain't easy, but we keep coming back for more. All resellers are gonna make mistakes. Learn from them and you'll have what it takes. In the world of reselling, we're your guide. With flipping ain't easy by your side. Sourcing great items is the key to success. Subscribe to the channel and stand above the rest. Focus on the thing that is within your control. Hang with flipping ain't easy. Let's roll. Catch the live streams on Mondays and Fridays. Join the Discord community for the parlays. Tune into the podcast. Profit Playbook's the name. With Scott and Josh, flipping's more than a game. All resellers are gonna make mistakes. Learn from them and you'll have what it takes. In the world of reselling, we're your guide. With flipping ain't easy by your side. Catch the live streams on Mondays and Fridays. Join the Discord community for the parlays. Tune into the podcast. Profit Playbook's the name. With Scott and Josh, flipping's more than a game. Catch the live streams on Mondays and Fridays. Join the Discord.